I'm Jacob Paradise, here with presidential candidate Ethan Flackney for the AP Gov mock election.
Hi guys, again, like Jacob said, my name is Ethan Flackney and I am running for AP Gov mock election President of the United States. So Jacob, I heard that you have some questions for me.
So, what's the AP Gov mock election all about?
So the AP Gov mock election is put on every year by the AP Government and Politics class, and what we essentially do is try and get sophomores in American Studies involved in our government by putting on an election simulation for them. So first week of March, last week of April, you will have the chance to, number one, see a live debate between the two candidates, one of them being me, and you'll then have the chance to vote. And your vote really matters in this case. There's only about 200 of you, I believe. And
I think that's about right.
Yeah. So you guys are going to have the chance to vote for one of us after seeing us debate, after seeing us talk about the issues. And what we're doing here, it's a national campaign. So you're going to hear stuff about healthcare, immigration, all of the big issues that you hear about on the news, we're going to be talking about right in front of you. All right?
It's important to get the gears turning in their head so that they can make that connection.
A lot of you are right on the verge of being able to vote in a couple years. And we just want to make sure that you're in tune with what's happening in our nation.
So, what are your issues that you're going to weigh in on to get you to win, to get their vote?
Well, one of the big ones is education. So back when my grandparents got their education, a 12th grade degree was all you really needed to start a life, build a family, have a pension, a 401k, make sure that you lived the best life that you could. But now that's not really the case anymore, is it? A 12th grade degree is not going to get you very, very far in today's technological society. So what I'm saying is we already have public colleges and universities. We're going to make them tuition free. Will it cost a little bit of money? Yes. But look at what we've already done with our public education system today. We've already got it through 12th grade, why not up to 16th, which would be essentially what we're doing. All right? Would it require some small tax increases? Yes, it would. And that burden would fall mainly on the very, very rich and on speculation on Wall Street. These taxes would not harm the American economy. And in fact, because more and more Americans would be able to participate in their economy, have higher salaries, and contribute more, our economy would soar through the roof.
It would be economic stimulation, if anything.
It would be one of the biggest stimulations that we've had in the American economy for years and years and years. And you know what? We're seeing a little bit of a downturn recently with coronavirus. We're going to make sure that stuff like that doesn't happen. All right? And a lot of you're thinking about college. Maybe you want to be a doctor. You don't want to end up in $200,000 of debt on average in order to become a doctor. And you know what? Our nation needs doctors. And I just don't think it's right that we force these people who we desperately need to go through such a harrowing experience with their finances. And so that's one of the big things on education. We're also going to focus on making sure that constituents, the people who live in towns, are allowed to elect their superintendents. We're going to use mandates to get that done, and we're going to make sure that superintendents don't run amok just because they're on some sort of contract. One of the other things is government waste. You guys are paying taxes, your parents pay taxes, grandparents pay taxes, everybody pays taxes, and the government decides how to spend it. And you know what? In the past, they haven't done a very good job of that. So we're going to make sure that we restructure the way that, number one, our monetary system works, so that you guys aren't spending your money on things like pennies, which cost millions of dollars a year to manufacture. And yet, Jacob, when's the last time that you bought something with a penny?
2004.
2004. Jacob, how old were you in 2004?
I was but a wee lad.
He was but a wee lad. And you know what? We're going to make sure that no more wee lads after Jacob are fishing through their wallets for pennies, all right? We don't need them anymore. We're going to cut that out. We're also cutting out a ton of other things, and we'll be able to get you those plans as soon as possible once we get our website set up, all right? We're going to make sure that our government is spending the tax dollars that it collects well. One of the other things is marijuana legalization. Our government is spending billions upon billions of dollars on making sure that we're locking up people who are just small-time marijuana users. We're not going to do that anymore, okay? We're going to legalize it federally. We're going to make sure that people know that while marijuana isn't the safest drug, it's not going to kill you. And while it certainly does have its health downsides, if we allow things like smoking and alcohol, marijuana should be allowed too.
Especially when it can be used medicinally.
Yeah, especially for people like veterans with PTSD. For a lot of veterans, marijuana is a very good escape, a very good way to handle the harrowing memories of war. And frankly, the fact that our government doesn't allow it is a tragedy. The last thing I'd like to talk to you about is your taxes, which sounds really, really boring. However, a lot of you, you're getting jobs, you're making an income, and we're coming up on tax season. You're going to have to file taxes at some point, all right? And let's face it, you guys don't get a vote. You know, you guys, as people under the age of 18, you didn't vote on February 11th when we had our election. You're not going to be able to vote on, I think it's March 10th when we have local elections. Not going to be able to vote on November 3rd when we have our next presidential election. So you know what? We're going to say that that's going to end under my administration, all right? If you are working a job and you're making an income and you're under the age of 18, you can't vote. You're not going to pay your income taxes, all right? We're going to repeal those taxes. You're not going to have to pay them, all right? Because frankly, this is America. Our country was founded on no taxation without representation.
Exactly.
And frankly, you guys aren't represented. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make America American. And also, you guys might notice when you're filing your taxes, you've got a huge amount of forms and stuff to look through. It's not simple at all. It's complicated, and if you do it wrong, the government will hunt you down, all right? Under my administration, not happening. The IRS is going to send you a form. It's going to have your income on it. It's going to have all the taxes you owe on it. You're going to sign it. You're going to send it back to them with the money. That's how it's going to work. That's how it works in every other developed nation, all right? Their tax collection agencies, they find it. They find out how much you owe, and they send you the form. All right, we're not going to make you do that much work anymore. And those are really the big issues that we're going to be focusing on, and that's how they affect you. You know, for too long, our government has been focused around issues that don't really affect Americans. For too long, we've been focused on, you know, the tiny minutia and not actually making big changes in how we function. Big changes that will really affect people's lives for the better. And under Ethan Flackney, that's not going to be an issue. We're going to make big changes. We're going to make them responsibly, and we're going to make them for you. And I'm just asking everybody here watching to at least consider going forward with Flackney. Thank you so much, Jacob, for the opportunity.
All right, thank you for coming. And that is all for JAG News. So you have your issues, you have your candidates, the vote is yours. Thanks for watching, everyone.